welcome today, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about AI answer engines for e-commerce. I was going to say, for the duration of the meeting, we're going to have you all muted. This is being recorded. We'll send out the recording after the presentation. And also, if you do have any questions, we ask that at the bottom, you hit that little chat button. So you have the pop out on the side. Please enter your questions in there. We'll be monitoring that throughout the webinar and addressing your questions as they come up. If you could also just give us a thumbs up or just put it in the chat, let us know that there's no issues with our audio or the video coming through.
I don't see any thumbs up in the chat. I believe nobody is hearing us.
I'll give you one. I can hear you okay. Oh, there we go. We got one.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we can get started.
Okay, yep. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah, there we go. So I'm Shawn. I'm a CRO specialist here at conversionbox, and I'm joined by Sathish, the CEO.
Hi, everyone, and happy to be joining with you guys on this great topic. Thanks for it.
Okay, excellent. So this is what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be looking at why the information gap can kill conversions, how AI answer engines work behind the scenes, show you some real examples of that and how that can equate to conversions. Look at how answer engines differ from AI shopping assistants. We'll look at where AI engines fit across your website. They could be placed in different areas, the search, the product discovery page, category page, or in carts themselves. We'll use cases by industries with examples, or use cases, sorry. We'll look at the ROI model and the business impact of this, show you the simple framework to evaluate vendors, and look ahead to the future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to start with the state of e-commerce and product discovery. To think about it now, it's kind of a mixed bag. It really depends on the products or the services that the e-commerce business has implemented on their website. So users are going to have very different experiences based on where they are shopping and what is going on behind the scenes. So shoppers now, they're getting spoiled with the new technology being released. If you think about the rise of ChatGPT, Gemini, all these answer engines, they're getting more used to asking natural language questions and getting the results instantaneously. And now that's decreasing the attention span of these shoppers. So shoppers aren't going to buy if they can't get the answers they're looking for in a timely fashion that they're looking for. So 70% of shoppers say that unclear product information makes them abandon the process. So if they're not getting those answers fast, they're leaving. They're going someplace else. 86% experience expect instant answers on any device. And as I was saying, the rise of AI and the influence it's having on technology is it's increasing that attention span because now they know the technology is there. They want to use people who are implementing it and implementing it correctly. So most e-commerce sites still rely on static pages, frequently asked questions, and search and hope. So like I said, as the ways to search improve, how can I say it? Consumers, they want to see that implemented where they're shopping to. They want to see that technology spread out across the board. So every unanswered question now is a lost conversion. So there's a hidden problem behind those low conversions, and we're going to dive into that. So shoppers, they're asking thousands of micro questions. They're saying, is this the right size for me? Will the part fit my existing model? What's the difference between these two variants? Can I use this outdoors? What accessories do I need for a setup? One thing I'd like to do is think about like TV shopping. Black Friday was a couple of weeks ago. What information do people want when they're purchasing their TV? Of course, you want to know how large is the TV? What's the screen size? What's the resolution? If you're into gaming like myself, you want to know what's the refresh rate on the TV? How many inputs does the TV have? So usually now people, when they're searching online, they have to go into the product details and look for those specific key pieces of information. It's tedious, it's time consuming, and depending on the site, sometimes the information isn't there. So with the AI shopping assistants, if you have the ability for the consumer to answer those natural language questions. It's going to cut down the time they need to find those answers, and it's going to increase the likelihood for them to place that item in the cart, check out, and complete the transaction. Okay, so like I said before, sometimes those answers, they're buried in multiple places. I said like the FAQ or the product description, but if people have to go to PDFs, manuals that are uploaded on your site, spec sheets, old order tickets, blogs, or random internet docs, they're going to abandon the search, because it's a high friction. They might be going someplace else to get the answer they need for a product and then the return back and purchase. If they can find the answer there, where, like, let's say where the PDF lies, if they're in a different shop, if they're looking at a different place for a TV, they might not purchase from shop A because the information they found is on shop B. So you could be losing that transaction because they're going to a different site that has better answers that are easier to find. Okay, so let's look at an example of how sometimes current searches fail. So if you look here, the traditional searches, it's just a keyword match. So buyers don't speak in keywords, and now they're getting used to natural language questions. So what they're looking for is, it's really the intent behind their search, behind their questions. They want to make sure their needs are being met, their problems are being solved, and the intent behind their search is being understood, and those questions are being answered for them. So, oh, it's okay. You can go ahead to the next one. Yeah. So it's the saying, here's two examples. If you look at the image on the left, it is a scent and inspiration website, and they're searching for a scent for a woman. It's coming back with blog articles. If I'm on that site, maybe I want to see, okay, what are popular women's fragrances that are being sold? What are your top sellers? Because that might be a good jumping off point for me. On the second site, if you can see, they're looking at the search. It's a little hard to see with the graphic, but it's the same product image for, what's that, 5 different products. You can see they have different price points, different names. It's confusing, it's not clear, and it's a friction point. So people don't know, like, if that's going to be the part they need for the machine that they have. And now I'm going to hand, before they, hand it over to Sathish. Do we have any questions so far? Any comments? Okay, so I'm going to pass it over to Sathish, and he's going to drive from here on out.
All right, thanks, Shawn. Thanks, guys. We wanted this webinar to be more conversational. We don't want to just talk monotonously. So please ask questions, and let's make it very lively and a useful one for you guys. So I think what Shawn has said, that the product discovery is broken in many means, and AI is rising to solve these problems. And there is a shift in how people are looking at AI and all these tools. There is a lot of AI agents have started coming up, and the AI is now in a better positions to understand the user intent. So users currently want an instant response to their questions, not any links. They want response, and the system should be context aware of what they're looking for, and even their previous questions based on that they want. So the behavior of the customer searching and discovering products on your site have changed completely. And that's why, if you look around, there's a lot of AI answer engines or AI assistants being started to appear in many e-commerce sites and many sites overall. So let's give an idea of what is an AI answer engine. So what an AI answer engine, it's more like an chat GPT for your website. Um, it indexes everything on your site, from catalog to spec sheets, manuals, product description page, FAQs, and everything. It whenever somebody you asks a question, it understands the questions, put all these knowledge that it gained from these tools, your catalog and everything, and respond to them in a much better way. It also have information about your SKUs and how they can recommend the right product for the customers. So it is like an AI answer tool that is specifically designed for your website. And how this AI engines work is basically it uses LLM like OpenAI or Claude or Gemini. So it uses the LLM, a natural language understanding. So when a question is asked, what is the thing, and it and do the contextual reasoning. With that, it goes after your product catalog and find with the previous questions of the user with personalization and memory. It respond to them with the right kind of responses. So it is like an AI expert that is working 24 bar 7 on your site. So, and you know, when even when ChatGPT was introduced 2 3 years back, it was like an AI engine only, but now ChatGPT has gone to the next stage of being like an AI agent. Then the future is going to be super computers, super brain, but at present it is acting like an AI agent. It does a lot of activities for you. So similarly, e-commerce companies are also adapting to that. Like they were doing AI answer engine. Now AI shopping assistant is also being brought up. AI answer engine basically it indexes your catalog and everything. It gives responses based on the information, knowledge information it has. But a shopping assistant or agent is a little bit advanced. It also has your knowledge information and everything, but on top of it, it connects with various systems, and it can answer by connecting to another system, or like say what is my where is my order. That is a frequently asked question for e-commerce companies. It can look into the order status and respond to them with the order status, or return order returns, or order comparisons or product comparisons. It can do all these things, whereas AI answer engine is very limited task. It is more like a knowledge engine, I would say. So this is again a difference. We just look around, like both understands about your products, and product recommendations. Answer engines are very specific, but shopping assistants are pretty good. It can filter a product, it can compare a product, it act like a personal shopper for your site, and it works exclusively for customer support, like where's my order, order returns, everything it can handle. But answer engines have a very limited role in playing and as a tool for customer support. So basically people will use both AI answer engine for certain problems, AI assistant for certain problems. Let me show you that how AI solves these problems which we are talking about. AI answer engine, and like it solves questions like which one fits my model, what is the difference between these two variants, do I need accessories, all these kind of knowledge questions it answers. Shopping assistants on the other end works like a comparison, or where is my order, show me a better corporate brief, a better recommendations, or you have ordered this item, what could be the possible way you can get a free shipping. So it like acts like an AI agent and an assistant for your website. So brands build both, use both for various purposes. Like if you use AI answer engine for search, it provides an snippets knowledge assistant, and similarly, whenever somebody is looking for ordering an item, and if there is any product recommendations, those things AI assistants play a better role. So AI and assistants are the one that helps on reducing the abandoned cart rate and showing better product recommendations. So our recommendation is to do both, but depend upon the need you have. You just want to um, provide responses to the questions your customers ask. An FAQ question, knowledge assistant would be best. But if you're looking for an customer journey or improving conversions, shopping assistant and AI agent would be the best one. So the reason, again, these are benefits you could see when you use both. It avoids bias, confusion, products complexity can be reduced, variance can be easily navigated, and people with all these things, they can be very clear in buying what they're looking for. So speed to making a decision or making a purchase. All right, any questions? I hope we are making it very great. Nobody has a questions around that. I hope you guys are pretty clear. So the other one is the scope of the AI engines on your websites, on what areas, on what pages generally these AI engines or AI assistants play. Definitely the first one is on the AI search engine, the search pages. Like when somebody is searching for show me waterproof gloves under 10 degrees Celsius, or show me a dress under $25, something that a user can connect to the system, search and ask in a more natural language about the products they're looking for, and the system can respond to that. Then other one is on the product page. Whenever a user goes to a product page, I think if you look at it, like there is where most of the cart abandonment or exits happen on the product page, because people land onto the product page and they exit because they are confused about the product. They don't know whether it's the right product, or is this brand a trusted product brand, or what or if it may not be having any accessory products to recommend, something like that. There's so many reasons people get cold feet on the product page and they exit. So a better AI assistant can solve and answer the questions of users on the specific product page, and also recommend them the right accessories. All these things would be possible. So on the product page would be other recommendation. Next would be the product category page. That's again where users, mostly from home page, they go to those pages. So it would be easy with filter, or give them a snapshot, like, hey, look for products under $1,000, or products with some material type. So AI assistant on category page helps to navigate the right product for the users pretty easily. And similarly on the cart page, so whenever a user goes to the cart page, if there is an AI assistant that says, is this item compatible for me, or add another $25 to get a free shipping, or what are the warranty options you can get for the product that you have added, or recommended products, all these things can be recommended by these AI assistants. So the next one is the industry use cases for AI answer engines. First one is pizza ovens, one of our client, where their search engine is completely redefined with our search engine. Like whenever somebody is searching for commercial pizza ovens in my store, pizza ovens for my store with 3 sets, it can recommend that on the search results itself. Even let's take again, I want to give a quick example of how this search engine will look on an e-commerce site. So the page load. Meanwhile, I'll complete. All right, I think I'm going to share you guys the other page. Sorry. it's not allowing me to share, but I'll share you the screenshot after this meeting. Basically, you can go to the pizzaovens.com by yourself and search for products. Um, it will be more conversational kind of search you can have rather than just a keyword search. That is one scenario. The other scenario is for our client Emiraget, where we added an product assistant on the product pages. It can answer questions like, hey, whether this will be a right fit for me, how many ports this product has, something like that. That is very specific for a user. For the product, it can be answered through this tool. So many product related questions can be handled by this tool itself, and it doesn't need to be connected to your support team. So that's another scenario we see. And the other one is for a client legal aid, where we provide instant information about the services they provide, the legal services and legal help. So that is again an pretty great tool we recommend to look after. I can send you the links to see. And another client is called Buffalo Games, where we have created a product AI assistant, where a user, again, this company Buffalo Games sells puzzles for kids and adults, board games and puzzles for kids and adults. So user can generally connect, engage with this assistant in finding right products for right age, or what would be the right product for occasions with the themes. It can recommend the right product for them based on the criteria they give. So again, that's an AI assistant product recommendations in general we can have. So with there are so many other cases like customer support. Like it can act like an customer for solving customer support. Basically, like questions like where is my order, or order returns, it can act. So there are so many scenarios you can think about in improving on your website. Whatever we have covered is more on the product discovery side, but there are other cases also it can solve apart from this. And the most impact that you will see using this tool is on the conversions. Since you are improving the product discovery process by 18 to 45%, your conversion rate will automatically jump by 12%. So, and people would be very uh, faster in making right decisions whether this product would be a fit for them or not. And people who are also searching, there are very few dead end searches, and there will be less customer support for you required, rather than because many questions are FAQ questions which can be answered by this AI answer engine itself. So when our takeaway is, whenever a user being answered instantly, the decision to make a purchase will be much faster. So many users still have some questions whether this would be useful for them, or whether what would be the ROI. So we see it in different ways. Definitely, there will be an uplift in the conversions. So if you are having 300,000 visitors and 60,000 visitors on your product page, if you assume there is a 10 to 20, 18, 20% of improvement in conversion itself, you will see an at least $1 million revenue uplift for your site. The other scenario also you can see is the number of support tickets being reduced by these tools. At least we should see a 25% in reduction in the customer support. So that is again a savings for you. And since a user will be very clear on the product when they are buying, whether this is the right size or will it fit to me, it will significantly reduce your return rates. Since the user has used these tools and made a decision based on the responses, so it will definitely improve your or reduce your return rates. And the dead-end search engines search requests will be reduced. So there will be easier ways to find the right kind of products for your customers. So in total, if you see, look around, what we are saying is at least a 6 to 10x in 6 months of time you should see with the product with using this kind of AI answer engine. So it should be in 30 to 90 days should be the payback period for the product. So implementation, if you look around, it is pretty simple. We basically use an app. Even any AI assistant will be just using an app. Connect the catalog. You can manually insert the manual spec documents, blogs, all these things if you want. It will create the knowledge base based on those informations. But however, before deploying, you have to test the responses, whether the responses is matching your brand or is it providing the right kind of informations. You need to test them, measure it, and optimize it consistently before taking it live. So you can assume a 2 to 4 weeks time should be the best time to take AI assistant live on your website. So if you see, the future is going to be more of an AI-based sales assistant. I know many LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, they are building their own AI shopping assistant. Basically, the users will have to ask questions to these AI assistants, and AI agents will do compare and make a purchase for you on your behalf. And that would be, we see that as the future of AI in e-commerce space. So the conclusion is pretty simple, as we were saying. Like, the shoppers want precise answers. They are not looking for links anymore. The answer engines have to fix that problem, and conversions will always rise whenever you can answer your customers' questions instantly and with clarity. They will just generally buy, and it can work across industries. Implementation is pretty simple. Um, the next, if you look around with the shopping agents coming in place, the need of UI and UX itself is going to come down in the future. So there will be a day where the AI agents of ChatGPT or Perplexity will be connecting to your site, and the API agents should respond to them with the proper information about the product, proper on shakes, all these things would do. So that day is not so far where AI agents and AI agents talk to each other and place an order. So the other important aspect for people who are attending this webinar, we are giving a free audit to all our uh, visitors or whoever has attended this webinar. So we are giving away this free audit about how to make your site more AI focused. The product discovery can be made AI automated. So I've posted, let me see this for everyone. So I've posted a link for everyone. So this link will be active only till tomorrow. So if you're looking to get an product discovery audit or AI answer engine audit, AI readiness audit, please feel to click onto the link and place and do a form submission. So we'll reach out to you, do the comparison and analysis for your site, and provide you the recommendations. And many ways, like products like conversionbox even gives guarantee in improving your conversion rate. So try to take advantage of that and take this audit. It is very limited space. So we want you to apply to this uh, offer page as quick as possible. Right? Any questions? How do I know? There's a question. How do I know whether my site needs an AI answer engine or an assistant? That's a good question. So any website that has at least 200 to more than 200 to 300 products on your website, you can apply a answer engine or assistant. The reason is you have a lot of catalog. Navigating and discovering the product would be a very difficult process, and it can be handled by these tools. And if you are comparing a answer engine to assistant, which one you need, it depends on where your cart abandonment is. If you see a lot of customers are abandoning your cart on the product page and on the home page, then it means AI answer engine can solve the issues on the product page. But if your users are running on the home page, search page, category page, then AI assistants are required, because the AI assistants play another role, like connecting with your catalog, your EDI. It connects with different systems to recommend. So it depends on the conversions, but in any case, there has to be a big catalog. Minimum, there has to be at least 200 to 300 products on your site. Less than that, both the tools would not be pretty useful. Good question. Any other questions? Do AI assistant impact on websites? Does AI assistant have an impact on website speed is the question. AI assistants don't have an impact on the website speed. Basically, this AI assistant sits, like if it is going to be an AI chat assistant, it will load only after the website is loaded, the page is loaded, then it loads. Even on the product page, if you look on the AI assistant, it loads after the page loads. So the best example is to look at Amazon Rufus. So the site will never be slow. This is going to be loading after the page gets loaded. All right. Any other questions? Right. I hope. How is the AI trained? Is the next question. So, how is AI trained? Basically, we need to index the AI system first, the catalog, PDF files, manuals. We need to create a RAG system to create it. And once that is getting trained, we need to train our LLM with responses. Like we need to start giving conversational tweaks. Like if this is the kind of questions, how it needs to be handled, or for example, AI agents. Like if you need to connect to your Shopify backend to get an status of the order, then those kind of questions needs to be identified. The intent needs to be identified and connected to the AI, the backend system. So basically, the training is a slow process and it is right now manual. You have to go through the system and respond to them and optimize it. That's how we do it. Any other questions? Hi, Shawn, do you want to add something?
No, I think everything was covered, and I think we got some great questions at the end. So glad to see everyone participating and asking whatever was on their mind.
Yeah, that's good. Uh, I think we got it everything covered for today. So thanks for joining in, and I hope we presented with valuable information for you guys. Try to take advantage of the AI readiness audit that we provide. See what kind of steps you can take on your site for AI, and we'll connect with you guys in another webinar with a different topic. Take care, guys.